How do you define success? It's a big word, isn't it? What does that mean to you? I'm Sonia Davis and welcome to my Wednesday wanderings. I am out in the park. I'm here next to my favourite tree. You're not supposed to have favourites, but I do. This one's always great for a hug, and I'm going to lean in for a hug to start with. But today I wanted to just explore that word success and what it means and what it's about. And because everyone's definition is different, right? My definition of success will be different to your definition of success, and that's perfect. But I really want to explore what it means to you, because actually I'm just going to move around here, find a spot where I can actually lean on the tree. The tree likes me leaning. It's actually a very welcoming tree. Right, here we are. Oh, lovely. Oh, I feel very supported. That's beautiful. And actually for me, this is success. This is what success means to me. Being able to come out on a Wednesday morning, close down my laptop. I'm talking to you on my phone, but my phone is on airplane mode as I'm recording this. I'm not connected to the outside world. Success for me means space, means freedom, means being able to come and lean against my favourite tree in the park without worrying about anything, without fear of, I'm not doing stuff, or worrying about what people might think of me, the dog walkers and the people pushing prams in the park around me. I don't care what they think. That's freedom to me. That's success for me. Now, your definition of success will inevitably be different because you are unique and individual in the same way I am. And that's a beautiful thing. That is absolutely to be celebrated. They've just started mowing the lawn over there. If they get any closer, I might have to move, but we'll see how we go. Hopefully not, because this is a great tree to lean on. So, your definition of success, what is it for you? What does it mean for you? And how do you acknowledge whether you feel successful or not? Do you feel successful right now? There's a question for you to think about. Let me know the answer to that one in the comments. Do you feel successful right now? Literally in this moment. Success is really nuanced, and it can mean so many different things. It might mean, and you see a lot of this online, how much money is in your bank account. And that's okay. Money's not a bad thing. Money is not a bad thing. I want to reprogram that one. Money is a form of energy. It's a currency of measurement. It's not... Yeah, people have a lot of hang-ups about money. We'll come back to that. Is success for you being available for your family when they need you? That's a big one. That's certainly one of mine. Knowing that I can just shut the laptop down and drop everything and go and be available for my family when they need me is important to me. That is success to me. Oh, they're over there, that's all right. Just checking where that lawnmower was coming. I could hear him getting closer. You can tell this is real, raw, live and unscripted, right? That's how I roll. No filters, no preparation, no script, I just flow. That's important to me as well. That's my success, because I don't mind if I'm not necessarily fluid and fluent and beautifully polished and everything. This is me. This is who I am, and being true and authentic with no filters, no apology, no hiding. That's success to me. And I've worked hard to get to this point. Let's be honest. I've worked in previous lifetimes and cleared out some karmic patterns, some really big karmic patterns. My witch wound was very profound and multi-layered. I've healed a lot of psychological trauma in this lifetime around my voice and showing up and being misunderstood and things like that. I'm neuro-squirrely, so I spent my childhood not being understood by people, and I learnt to hide my voice and who I am and what I'm about. And again, I've done so much deep work on that to release those fears of being visible and showing up as me, of not hiding my voice in its real, raw, unfiltered, unscripted way. And that's why I do these videos in the way that I do. And you know, thanks for all the So YouTube specialists who try and tell me how they can improve my quality of video, that's not me. That's not what I'm about. I'm not here to improve the polishing of what I do. I'm here to improve myself. I learn and grow every single day, but I'm not here to put a shine and polish on what I do. I'm just me, and I'm here, and this is what I am. And that for me is success, right? I'm telling you all this because for me that's important. That success for me is freedom. Freedom to be me unapologetically without trying to explain it or filter it or polish it. This is who I am. I have good days and I have bad days like the rest of us. I am human, right? It happens. And success to me is being that authentic me that used to be hidden away. And there's layers and layers, and don't get me wrong, it's never a complete project. It's never done. That work is continuous. There's always little micro traumas that are still buried underneath. And I'm continuously working on those, and I'm starting a new qualification. Gosh, this week. Wow. Yeah. To go even deeper on working with resolving trauma. I've already done an awful lot on that. I don't think trauma informed is anything like enough, but I think trauma responsive, trauma resolution is very important, particularly when you're working in the spiritual field. I think it's so critical. And success for me means showing up and being available to deal with my own trauma and yours if you need it. I can't make you feel safe, but I can create the conditions that hopefully enable you to feel safe. It's not up to me whether you feel safe or not. It's up to you. You'll decide that. And I do my best to create those conditions. And again, that's success for me because I do create those conditions for people. I don't want to be blasé about it, but so far to date, I've never had a client that didn't feel safe with me. And that's a hell of a success for me. That's huge. Success for me is your results, my clients' results, other people's results. When my clients connect with their deepest soul truth, that's success for me. That just feels amazing. I'll never forget, I did a VIP day with someone last year, was it October, I think it was, October 2024 with someone, and I love those in-person VIP days. They're one of my favourite things to do because there's something magical about being in the room. You can go so much further and deeper and quicker. It's really powerful stuff. But the moment when they sat forward, over lunch it was actually, we'd gone out for lunch, different environment, and they sat forward and went, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I need to do. And they connected with their life's purpose. And that energy that came off them in that moment when they had their moment, that still feeds me. I got all the tingles from that, and even remembering it now, I still get the tingles from that because it wasn't my moment, but success for me is my client's success, and that moment, that breakthrough, that connection, that deep wow, that's success for me. I suppose vicariously enjoy my clients' successes. That feeds my soul in a way I actually hadn't expected when I set this business up a couple of years ago. Other ways of success that they can show up, and like I say, it might be money in the bank account, it might be creating a legacy for your children if you have children. I don't, so that's not one for me, but for me it's about the impact that I have on the world. For you it might be something else, and that's okay. For you it might be, I want to teach this thing to people so that more people have this available. It might be, I want to share my knowledge and wisdom with people so that they can experience it and grow themselves and have that impact, and I'm going to do it in a book and I'm going to cascade that to millions around the world. That might be your version of success, and that's brilliant, and I love that. My point is that success doesn't have a definition, even though many people feel it does. I know many people who struggle, particularly as solo business owners, entrepreneurs, Doesn't matter how much of a team you have, but your family, your close friends who are not business owners, quite often don't understand success might not be measured by what's in your bank account, how many sales you're making. Obviously that's, you're running a business, we've got to keep this real here. That is a measure, but if that's not what drives you here in your soul, then that's never going to be exciting to you to pursue. It's a tool, it's a mechanism to allow you to do the thing that you need to do, that you really want to do, your mission, your purpose, your value, your joy, the thing that lights you up. For me, knowing what that thing is and then acting on it is success. Seeing the results that you get from acting on the thing that drives you is success. And whether that's time freedom, money freedom, value freedom, it doesn't matter what it is as long as you know what it is. But here's the thing, and this is where so many people get stuck. I'm trying to angle away from the light there because it's just getting in the way. I might move slightly. Let's go for a little walk, shall we? So when you don't feel like you're getting the success that you always wanted, that you really craved, that you set up this business for, do you remember what your why was, what your purpose was when you originally started the work that you do right now? Do you remember that? Because actually, it's easy to lose sight of that. And it's easy to get stuck. I'm going to try and bypass the lawnmowers because they're a bit noisy. It's really easy to lose sight of where you wanted to go originally because you get caught up in running a business. It's hard, right? Running a business is really, really hard. And actually the fact that you're doing it at all is a success in itself. Honestly, it is. And really, genuinely, you should celebrate that because I'm celebrating you for even doing this thing because it's so difficult. And yet, it can go further. It can be easier. And the secret to making it easier... Oh, no, I don't want to go that way. I'm straight into the lawnmowers down there. Let's come back this way. Okay, you won't be able to hear anything if I go that way. That's a shame. Never mind. We'll go down here instead. Where was I going? I've lost my thread now. I told you this was raw and unscripted and just in the moment. When you lose sight of what it was you originally set out to do, you can get bogged down in the detail, bogged down in the work. And quite often you don't need more strategy. God grief, no. Strategy is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of strategy. I do strategy. I'm the spiritual growth strategist. Strategy is important, right? But sometimes it can be overwhelming because you get so much strategy, too much strategy, you actually end up confusing yourself. So if you find yourself sitting there running your business and you're enjoying it, don't get me wrong, you are enjoying it. You're enjoying your life. But there's still something that you feel is missing. You're not quite where you wanted to be when you set this up. Then that's something that might take more than strategy. It might take more than just healing those little micro traumas from your childhood. And we all have them. We're human, right? It's part of how we work. It takes more than just clearing energy blocks and healing past life traumas. This is the thing. This stuff is multi-layered, multifaceted. It's huge. And it's really important to not beat yourself up if you're not getting the version of success that you set out to achieve. Really important. Because actually, that keeps you in a loop of not succeeding, because that drops your energy. Now look, all of these things are important. You do need to shift your energy. You do need to heal past life traumas and karmic patterns and cycles. You do need to heal the micro traumas from your childhood, or big traumas from your childhood. Hey, that's part of this as well. I hope that's not your truth, but if it is, then that's something that does need working on. And sometimes it's not even in childhood either. It's through life, and I really genuinely hope that hasn't happened for you. But if it has, those things need releasing. And just to be clear, you don't have to dive deep inside them and re-traumatize yourself to be able to heal those. If you want to know more about that, drop me a message, because I can really, really help with that. Actually, the things that really shift the dial is when you bring all of those things together. When you heal the psychological bits of you that you're not even aware of, the stories you learnt as a child around this is how the way the world works. When you heal and release the karmic patterns, energetic cords that are trailing from previous lifetimes, or other people even from previous lifetimes, without you even knowing, or this lifetime, that happens as well. You also have to reprogram your nervous system. Your physical body needs to be able to hold the energy of success as well. And if you've spent a lifetime never quite achieving that success, your physical body might not be able to hold it. So you might be unintentionally repelling it without even knowing. Your brain is going, yes, I want success. I want this much in the bank. And I haven't got it, and I can't get it, and I've reached this amount and I can't do it, because that's the thing that will unlock me being able to do the next thing that I really want to do, right? Sometimes the thing holding you back from that is not your energy. It's not your subconscious mind sabotaging you. Sometimes it's your physical nervous system, which has been programmed to say, no, this amount of money isn't safe, I can't hold it. And you will unintentionally repel it and stop it coming to you. As I said before, money is just one example, but that's a fairly common one. And then you need strategy as well on top of that. And when I say strategy, I'm not talking about, here's a content strategy or a marketing strategy or a sales strategy or any of those type of things. It's not about how to do things. Strategy for me is all about, okay, so now you've done all this work, how are you individually, not me, not my method, how are you going to implement that in a way that works for you, that's practical? I'm going to sit on this bench. Doesn't look too soggy, I hope. We'll see. Give it a go. So how are you going to implement the changes that you've established? Maybe you've tweaked the dial on something, but you need to know, how do you actually implement that change? There's practicality in this as well, and it's specific to you. I can't tell you how to do things, but I can help you work out how you will work for you. What things you need to do for the results and the success that you want. That's what I can help you with. So that's what I'm reflecting on this morning, and it's about success, what it means for you, and what's the bit that's making you feel stuck right now. What's the area that you think, do you know what, if only I could get past this little barrier. So I'm leading up to telling you about something here, and it's completely up to you whether you feel drawn to this or not. I've actually launched a series of 6 separate sessions. I'm not calling them workshops because they're way beyond that. Activation sessions. These are 6. It's called the Success Activation Series, and each one is an individual session. or you can that stand alone in its own right on a different topic, or the whole series as one whole will take you through everything you need as a business owner. Or even, do you know what, even if you're not a business owner, frankly, it's good. The first one is called Money Magic, and each session is going to be about shifting your energy, healing any karmic blocks that are getting in your way, releasing the subconscious micro traumas that might be holding you back without you even realizing, and recalibrating your nervous system, and then how to implement that practically for you. It's quite a powerful thing. I'm actually genuinely excited about this. I've had my own upgrades recently through these energies we've been going through, and I'm really excited to share these with you because these are going to be really powerful. What you actually get is a 90-minute session on Zoom. The first one is on the 27th of May, 10:30 a.m. UK time. Each one is also scheduled to coincide with a new moon, so that you are really harnessing the power of that particular new moon. Now, new moons are all about releasing old, allowing space for new to come in. And each of the new moons, the first one is in Gemini, so we're using the Gemini new moon energy to really invoke change, because Gemini is all about change, so that you can hold more money frequency safely and without your nervous system going, oh no, that's not safe for me. You also get a week's worth of support from me directly inside a private Telegram group, which is just, that's going to be awesome. I'm already looking forward to, some people have jumped in already, and I'm really excited about that. So I would love to invite you to join me. It's £188 for one session, or you can buy all 6 for $933. So I'll put the details and the link in the comments with this video. The second one is going to be, now I've got to remember now I'm out and about, I can't remember the list. Visibility codes, voice and value. What have we got? Energetic boundaries, clearing karmic patterns, and sacred expansion. I remember them. That's the 6 titles. So I'll pop the link for that below. And if you feel called to that, this success activation series is really going to help you shift the dial on each of these areas. So you can pick and choose as many or as few of them as you want, or you can have the whole 6 with the discount. So have a look at that. But in the meantime, I'd love to know what you think. What's your definition of success? And where are you holding back from that success? Where are you not achieving that success at the moment? And how could you shift that? If you want some help with that, like I say, Success Activation Series is probably your answer, but drop me a message. I'm very happy to have a chat and see if you want to go deeper. I mean, I've got space for one-to-one clients at the minute as well. I've got 2 spaces available, so if you want that as well, then drop me a message and let me know. Otherwise, please do, if this has sparked an idea in your head or resonated with you, please do click like on this post, on this video. It really, really does help me with my measure of success, which is to spread my work and my message to more people. That's one of my measures of success. So you could help me out with that. Click like on this video, and the algorithm then shares it with more people, which is great. So yeah, I think there's a whole pack of dogs about to come past me running and playing, which is great, but this could get busy. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have enjoyed this. Like I say, please do like if you have, and don't forget to subscribe, and you can share this with other people if you want. And if you've got any other questions that you want me to answer on another occasion, please do let me know. I've enjoyed our little chat on this Wednesday Wanderings, live, unscripted. And I'm hoping you have a beautiful day and a beautiful week, and I will be back next week with more Wednesday Wanderings. Take care.